I just love that about being in team sports. It's just something that I've always turned to, and it's given me a lot of confidence. And with that, I've also made a lot of friends. It has really been like an outlet for all of my anger and frustrations in the world, which is really nice. And just it reduces my levels of anxiety.
I'm Connor.
I'm Londyn. And today we're going to be your host asking one simple question. Why do I feel this way? We're both living with PKU or Phenylketonuria. PKU is a rare disease that affects how your body processes a part of protein called phenylalanine, or Phe for short.
When people with PKU have more protein than their body can handle, excess Phe can build up in the brain. And that can affect mood, focus, increase anxiety, and even lead to serious long-term complications. While this condition has been a big part of our lives, we don't often hear people of our age talking about their experiences of living with PKU.
So we're sharing ours. This is Why Do I Feel This Way?, where we explore the impact of PKU and high Phe levels on everyday life. How does PKU affect your participation in sports?
I mean, it affects everything. Whenever I'm in sports season, I have to go to my dietitian and say, hey, I'm in sports season. When I was in wrestling, we have to, control our weight to be in our same weight class. Yeah. So whenever I'd be in wrestling season, it wasn't as simple as, I just change my diet. I have to go to my doctor and say, hey, can I get more formula for this? I need more protein, I need more energy to, stay competitive, but I can't just eat more food because, I have a limit to my protein.
Yeah. I go to workouts. I tend to get really fatigued easily, and I have to sit out sometimes and take a longer breather than everyone else. And that kind of sets me apart from some people. Right after that, I go to my volleyball practice, and I'm already fatigued from the workout.
It's super, super physically demanding. And you just need to really compensate for that with so much formula that it became really, really, really annoying to have to drink all of it. You have to bring it to school with you, have it refrigerated at the school. I guess there's just a lot of, planning, a lot that goes into it to make sure that you can, properly feel your body so you're not tired all the time.
Yeah, I get it. With traveling with volleyball, we have to portion all of my supplements and medicines out to ensure that I have everything that I need for however long I'm going to be staying. And with that comes with a lot of planning, so I feel you on that.
One of the things that I love to do that I have found really helps me is I will drink my formula as soon as I get to the meet or the tournament that I'm at, because by the time I'm all warmed up and ready to go, I have all that fuel in my system, and it really helps me have the energy that I need to compete well.
I prepare these things called bento boxes, which have different little compartments in them for different snacks, and I have everything all kind of set out, and I can just eat as I go. And also portioning out things like my supplements and formulas, so I'm able to not think about it, just do it.
And how have your teammates and coaches reacted to you having PKU? Are they super supportive? Are they indifferent? How does that work?
I'd say that they're very supporting. They don't treat me different. Honestly, it makes me feel really great. They're always there for me no matter what. They always give me that extra reassurance that they see that I'm working hard.
It's really just acceptance for me is what means a lot. It's not being, the black sheep of the group that, oh, that kid has PKU. It's more, he's my teammate and he has PKU. My coaches still have the same expectations of me as, a student athlete when it comes to, my grades, when it comes to how I perform at practice, how I perform at meets, at tournaments, at all this stuff. There was this one time that has stuck with me forever. After playing one of my tennis matches, I lost because I put in way less than all my effort possible. It was obvious to my coach, and after my match, she took me aside and she said, I don't care how you play. As long as you put in 100% of your effort, I will be proud of you, and your teammates will be proud of you. And that has really stuck with me, that no matter what you do, do it 100%. Because if you can, at the end of your day, you can go to bed and say, I did everything I did today as my best. I really think you can live a much fuller, better, and happier life. And I've really applied that, not just to tennis or other sports, but to my life in general.
Yeah, I just love that about being in team sports. It's just something that I've always turned to, and it's given me a lot of confidence. And with that, I've also made a lot of friends. It has really been like an outlet for all of my anger and frustrations in the world, which is really nice. And just it reduces my levels of anxiety.
I made my first friends in sports. I still have, a lot of great connections today that I made when I was, a very much younger person. And those people have been with me my entire life to help support me with my PKU. And I would not have them if I wasn't in sports. It's also taught me, important things like discipline, which is, crucial when you have a routine for PKU. If you don't stick to your routine, if you don't stick to your diet, if you don't stick to your formula, however you do it, you're not gonna, be able to manage your PKU. Hey, Londyn, guess what?
What?
It's time for a protein pop quiz.
How much protein is in a medium French fry?
4 grams of protein.
3 to 4, so yeah, you got that one.
All right. An apple or a banana?
Banana.
What? How much protein?
Oh, I thought you were asking an apple or a banana. I was like, banana.
No. How much protein is in an apple or a banana?
Wait, is it like, no, it has to be like less. Are there like less than 1 grams in this?
It's 0 to 1 grams. Yeah.
1 large egg.
8 grams of protein.
Oh, no.
What?
6 grams.
I should have known. What about a cheeseburger?
18.
It is 25 to 30. That's a lot of protein.
Okay. Cheese stick.
A cheese stick, I'm going to say 6 grams again.
Oh, yeah. 6 to 7.
Don't do it. All right. What about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter?
3. 5.
It is 7 to 8. That's a lot of protein. You'd be surprised.
Okay. How much is in a chicken breast?
35 grams of protein.
21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's. I
Oh,
was thinking
I
35.
thought it'd be more. A fruit smoothie. So just fruit and juice, no dairy, just like fruit juice ice.
2.
1 to 2 grams, you got it.
Boom. Pepperoni pizza slice.
12 grams.
Yeah, 10 to 12.
Let's go.
Wait, I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought you'd say like 15.
Oh, no. What about a cup of almond milk?
1 gram, less than a gram. 2.
It is exactly 1 gram.
Yeah.
Wow.
How much is in skim milk? Which is 1 cup.
Skim milk. That's just like water, really. I don't know. I'm going to say 3 grams of protein.
8 to 9.
8 to 9? In skim milk?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's dairy, so.
That's true, but it's like skim milk, right? All right. Last question. For all the marbles, 1 cup of Greek yogurt. This might surprise you by how high it is.
Now you're just saying that.
Oh, no, I would never.
3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13.
17.
A cup?
A cup of Greek yogurt is 17 grams.
Yeah, I would not get that.
Nope.
Ever. I'd take a cup of that and be over my limit in a day.
Yeah. That's the protein pop quiz.
Now it's time for 3 fee questions with Dr. Amina Windriver. This is the part of our show where we get some expert insight into managing PKU and high Phe levels.
All right, Dr. Windriver, thank you so much for being here. We have some questions for you now.
Okay.
So when I was in my freshman year of high school, I was in wrestling. And that year I was, 5'3", like 115 pounds. I was the smallest guy on the team because I had PKU, and I found it really hard to build muscle. And it was really, really hard for me to compete because of that. So if protein builds muscle, how can people with PKU best pursue their sports and fitness goals?
I will say that not only is it's important to make sure that you are keeping up with your regimen, you're keeping up with your medication formula, all of what you need to do. I think what's really important too is making sure that you get good sleep. I know that a lot of teenagers have what is called revenge bedtime procrastination. Have you heard of that before?
Yep.
Revenge bedtime procrastination. We put off things till the very end of the night, and so a lot of times, like some of my teen years, and adults too, we doom scroll in our beds, or like brain rot on TikTok and looking on different things. So getting a really good night's sleep is so important. That also helps with building muscle. So there's that one, okay? 2 is, again, just making sure that you're eating really good, healthy foods too. That you're balancing all of that too. Like, again, good sleep, good exercise, taking care of yourself, doing all of what you need to do. I think it's so important. Did you find that it was hard to just even keep up with the schedule too in general?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like every day we would have like a workout before school. We would have practice after school. We would have meets on the weekends. So it was very, very physically draining to have to do all that with PKU.
Yeah. How about you?
I do workouts 3 times a week for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually do we have testing weeks. So after 8 weeks, we see if we have any growth. So we max out in everything. We can see how heavy you can squat, how long you can hold up a plank, and push-up tests. We do all of that. And so we actually saw that my upper body strength is not good at all. And we've been working on that, and it seemed to go down actually.
Mm-hmm. I imagine that probably made you feel maybe frustrated.
Yeah, it really does frustrate me. Sometimes they're your upper body strength is so bad. It's yes, I know, you don't gotta remind me. I can already see how heavy I'm lifting.
Yeah.
You just feel kind of helpless, really, because it's not a matter of effort. So you just feel kind of powerless to fight it.
So what advice do you guys have to give for other teenagers who are playing tennis, wrestling, volleyball, gymnastics?
Definitely talk to your dietitian, I would say. My little brother, maybe I just had a skill issue because he is a multi-varsity sport athlete, and he has PKU as well. So it's still very possible to really, really excel and go above and beyond in your sports if you have PKU.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't stop trying. Also be at peace in mind with knowing that your best is not going to look like somebody else's best on a good or bad day.
100%. It's not about necessarily gaining weight or gaining mass or muscles. It's about how you feel about yourself. That's the most important. So the idea is that do I feel good this morning? Am I waking up and feeling I want to get out of bed? I'm good. I am going to keep doing what I really am excited about. Because if you don't feel good about yourself, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do.
How can exercise be a tool to regulate mood?
Well, there's tons of research out there that talks about how exercising improves mood. In general, when we exercise, we have really good endorphins that run through our body. And so when we have really good endorphins, those are the happy feelings that we have throughout our body. And that sends that to our brain. And, we almost sometimes, we can get addicted to that sometimes where we want to keep running or we want to keep working out. It continues to push us to want to have those really good feelings that go on. And we know from research too is that depression can sometimes happen too when we have low levels of neurotransmitters, which is lower endorphins or lower serotonin levels. And so by exercising and getting good sleep too, we can build some of that, and we can store some of that for our brain so that we can feel good about ourselves.
I always feel good after a workout, and I've actually been told by friends and especially my family, I always seem to be in a happier mood after workouts. So that really regulates my mood.
How can setting the right goals make an impact for managing phe while still living an active life?
I would say setting goals that are realistic for you. So again, everybody has their personal goals. And I will say too is that if you can set goals and you can have somebody else help you with setting those goals. Maybe it could be your coach or it could be your parents. It can kind of help you feel like you're setting yourself up for success. Are these goals realistic? Do they seem right to me? If we set up these really big goals for ourselves, I want to run a 26-mile marathon, but we don't really set all these little goals along the way to think about running a 26-mile marathon is oh my God, that's so overwhelming. I'm never going to get there. How am I ever going to get there? That's ridiculous. You're only human, right? But if you can make those smaller achievable goals, you're more likely to reach those larger goals to get there. I always tell my teenagers to journal as much as you can, writing things down or putting it in a calendar. Today I was able to do X, Y, and Z, and so that when you look back, whether it be a week from now or 6 months from now or a year from now, you're wow, I have come a long way. I have done all the things that I really wanted to do or accomplish. Even if it's just those really minute scales that you're moving, that is significant. That's huge. Any other questions? Any other burning questions?
That was it. You've answered my every single possible thought.
Oh, I appreciate that. You guys were fun to talk to.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I think that was a pretty interesting conversation. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. It was really fun.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
And remember that you're not alone in this PKU journey.